What if there was one night of the year when the audience could come and get away from Santa Claus and remember just how amazing the story is that God put on flesh and dwelt among us?
20 years ago, Dove Award-nominated singer-songwriter Andrew Peterson had the idea to create a Christmas concert that tells the story of Jesus from the Old Testament to his birth. While touring constantly as a young artist, Andrew came up with the idea for the Behold the Lamb of God tour.
The beginning of the tour was during one of the most difficult seasons of my career. In some ways, my marriage too. Like we were just young parents. We had kids in diapers. We were trying to make the music thing work. We didn't really understand at the time how crazy it was that we were traveling as much as we were. But it was in the middle of that season that we did the first tour. The first tour was really shaky, and then we decided to try it again the next year and kind of augment it a little bit and fill in the blanks and finish the songs that hadn't been finished yet. And I had no idea back then that that tour was going to be a gift that would keep on giving for the next 20 years.
David, he had Solomon by Uriah's wife. Solomon, well, you all know him. He had good old Rehoboam, followed by Abijah, who had Asa.
Andrew and friends performed the Christmas tour for several years, but the label didn't want to record the album.
I was trying to convince them, hey, I've got this idea for an album that's all, it's all Christmas songs, but it starts in the Old Testament, and they're not standards, they're new, and they have dobros and hammered dulcimers and electric guitars, and it's not gonna be just me singing, it's other voices singing songs. Hey, can we record it? And it's like no surprise in hindsight that they were like, that sounds crazy, I don't think so.
Without the support of the label, he borrowed the money to produce the Behold the Lamb of God album. As audiences grew, Andrew dreamed of doing the Christmas show at the Ryman Auditorium.
If you don't know about the Ryman Auditorium in Nashville, it was built as a church more than 100 years ago, like a revival hall, and right in the middle of downtown Nashville, and has since become, then it became the home of the Grand Ole Opry, so all this country music history there and gospel music history. And so it's just this, when you walk into the place, you can feel it's like all that music is seasoned, the wood in the room or something. So we love this auditorium, and back at the very beginning of this tour, me and the guys were like, man, wouldn't it be amazing to do this show there, in this city that we love, in this venue that is so significant. And I think it was 5 years into the tour, it grew enough to where we were able to pull the trigger. And now it's hard to imagine not doing the show at the Ryman. After 15 years, all of us walk into the room with this like goosebumpy kind of awe that we get to play there.
Hallelujah, Christ is born.
To commemorate the 20th anniversary, Andrew and friends recorded a new version of the album and are grateful to tour the month of December.
Behold the Lamb of God, who takes away our sin. Behold the Lamb of God, the life and light of men.
The personnel on the tour, there's a core that has been mostly the same for all these 20 years. And all year long, we're all running around like crazy with family and kids and careers and everything. But like amazingly, I just still can't even really believe it, but amazingly, in December, this same core group of people kind of stop everything else and go, the gospel is so important to us that we are going to put aside everything else and just be together again and remember the fact that this community exists because of Jesus, and then we're going to tell people about it.